All right, so this is test corrections for the Descriptive Stats Unit Part 1 test. The first problem we're going to do is number 1, mean, median, and mode for our list of numbers. I really think it's helpful to use Desmos for this, and so that's how I'm going to show these problems. If you would like to do them by hand, just make sure that you are matching my answers. If you're not matching the answers, I really suggest that you use Desmos because it takes a lot of the work out of it. So we have the following is a list of squat reps done by students in the weight room, and we have a list of values. In order to put this into Desmos, remember this is the only time we're going to use that plus and a table. We don't have a function in there, we're putting in the order, or we're putting in the values. So 12 is my first one, 10, 6, 24, 3, and 12. And now that we have that list in, we're going to ask it for the mean and the median, and then we're going to find the mode and the range. So if you, I actually need to move this out a little bit. If you go over down one and go over to functions, you'll see under stats, you have some options there. You have an option for mean. You can type it in with words, or you can pick it from the stats menu. I'm going to do that. Now, if you just put in mean, it doesn't know what you're asking for. You have to tell it what list you're looking at. Here we're looking at the list that's labeled X1 up here. And so under mean, we have to put in X1. And then it says round to the nearest whole number. So our mean there was 10.14, so I'm going to write 10. The median we can do the same way. Under functions, we were just in stats, so that's what it pops back up. You're going to hit median and X1. Now, if you're doing test corrections with me right now, you should be entering this into Desmos and practicing it. It's not going to help you to watch without doing, so please do. Right, so our median is 10. And now we have to do a little bit of work on our own. The mode is the value that's happening the most. Here we have 12 that happens twice. And none of the other values happen more than once. So again, mode is most. And 12 is our mode here. And then the range, we have to know how to calculate this. There's not an option in Desmos for this. So we're going to do our biggest number minus our smallest number. So our biggest number here is 24, and our smallest is 3. So range is 24 minus 3, which is 21. All right. So just to go back and put a couple more notes here, we're doing Desmos. We did the functions button. And then we went over to the stats option. And that's where everything is going to be living for this statistics unit. That way you don't have to worry about how to spell these things. All right, part E. Mr. Warner decided to adjust these results because some students did not squat full range. He subtracted 2 from each value. Choose the descriptions that are accurate about how the statistics will change. Okay, so if we subtract the 2, you have some options here, but I think what's helpful is to actually do that. So instead of 12, this is going to be 10. Instead of 10, that's going to be 8. Instead of 4, you're going to have 2 there. Instead of 6, you would have 4. Instead of 24, you'd have 22. Instead of 3, you'd have 1. And instead of 12, you'd have 10. So if you get that list down, it's a lot easier to see how these are changing. This said the mean, median, and mode will not change. That cannot be true. You can see all of these numbers went down to, so now our mode is 10, not 12 anymore. So we can get rid of that option. Now the range will not change. That's an interesting one. So our range was 21. It was 24 minus 3. Now if we calculate our range would be 22 minus 1. So since all of the values changed in the same direction and the same amount, the range did not change. All of our numbers went down, so the mean definitely did not increase. Remember, increase means go up. So the mean did not increase, the mean would definitely decrease. All of our values went down, the mean would decrease. As would if the mean goes down, then the median is going to go down as well. The median is not going to increase. The mode didn't stay the same. We talked about how our mode was 12 and now it's 10. And this one says the mode will increase. Well, if our mode was 12 and now it's 10, so it's definitely not increasing. All right, so that's number 1.